So, welcome to the TMJ massage class. So, TMJ again is your temporal mandibular junction, and it's a massage for the opening of the mouth to where that little small junction of our lower mandible reaches our cranial area or our top part of our cranium. And sometimes that little connective band that bands everything together gets off track. Or if you just have tightness of the mouth, tightness of headaches, everything, that's what we're going to do right now is releasing all those problems. And as you can see in the video, we're laughing, having a good time. I got to put my gloves on. And there's another version of this video which will be made without me narrating or talking over us. So you can actually hear what we're talking about. But some people don't know what we're doing in the video, so they need guidance. So I'm going to be talking over the video to let you know what I'm doing and how to do it. So here I'm getting prepared and yep, got my gloves on. We're still laughing and having a good time about, you'll hear it in the other video, but hey, again, our videos are normally going to be always about good things, but we talk about crazy situations in our lives, love, food, family, movies, music, sex, to football, politics, sex again, and other sex or stuff, shit. But when we talk about our men and women, we sometimes laugh too much. So that's all we're talking about right here. So all I did was basically ask her to open up her mouth nice and wide. We just put in our index finger. We asked her to close her mouth, and the index finger pretty much stays on the outside of the teeth. But you're still in the jawline, the jaw or the skin. So she's biting down, and you can feel it underneath her upper cheek area. And I'm on her right side, and I'm using my right fingers, but you can use left if you want to. And I'm using my top finger, which is my thumb, to massage as well. So there's a finger on the inside, which is the index. Then there's a finger on top, which is the thumb. And all I'm doing is like a little pinching motion, but gentle. Not a pinching like your mama did back in the day in the church when you talked too much or you were young and she gave you that finger. She said, come here. And then she pinched the shit out of you. Oh, yeah, no. Not that pinch. Or a crab pinch. I don't know if you've ever been bit by a crab. Crabs don't have teeth, so they're not biting you. They're just pinching you. But they pinch the shit out of you. They rip skin open. Even if you have gloves, it hurts. But anyways, just know the differences between a pinch and just light pressure. So we're asking her to open her mouth. Open wide, shut down again. So you can get different positions. See, she's opening. You slide your fingers in a little bit further down, and you'll feel the notch as she closes. And it's a weird feeling, but it's like, wow, this is what the masseter muscle feels like. This is what your buccinator muscle, your any zygomatic arch, if you go higher, you'll start to feel those muscles on the inside of your face. Risorius muscle. Oh man, the list goes on. And it feels wonderful. So if you've ever had this massage, it's like, damn, I want this all the time. I don't know why we don't get this all the time, but a lot of headaches, tension, clenching gets released from that masseter muscle and cheeks, zygomatic arch, buccinator muscle, risorius muscle, that smiling muscle. We smile too much. Yep. And see how she swallows. If you take notice, look at her throat. She swallows constantly, and you're supposed to, because the saliva that I'm making in her mouth, I'm moving the lymphatic system, and it pushes out toxins. It's pushing out lymphatic nonsense that's built up in our saliva glands and forcing it out. Mastication. So through mastication, when you're chewing your foods and you're getting saliva, like Homer Simpson, like ice cream. Every time he's thinking about something, the saliva glands come out. Yep, that's why you swallow so much. And that's what we're doing. We're basically draining. We're flushing the face. Yep. And see how I'm on the outside of the teeth, and then the top thumb is on her skin on the outside. And see, we're just pinching in between and moving those muscles, those facial muscles. And I'm pulling back, forward, back again, but it's gentle. Now, some people's mouths aren't going to be this loose. Mine, I wish it was, but it's not. I need this constantly so I can get to where she's at. You're basically doing like a yoga for the face. You're stretching out, massaging at the same time. And as we all know in yoga, shoot, I can barely do anything. Even the baby pose is hard for me. But if I did it twice a week, then I would be good. So this is basically for people whose stuff is really, really tight. They need relaxation. And here we go. We're going to, blot on the towel, her saliva. Laughing about something crazy. So now we're going to go ahead and put both of our thumbs inside the mouth. Ask her to open up wide. You're going to pull to the side while they close down. Because if they close down with your thumbs inside the mouth, then you can get bit. So always make sure you're open. You move to the side while they close down. So remember, look at her throat. You'll see her swallow several times. That's natural. That means you have a good salivatory glands. You're doing great. So right in here, you're taking your inside thumbs and the outside fingers and pushing together on the inside of the mouth and the outside. And it feels amazing. And I apologize for the camera angles. I can't really get underneath my shoulder. But I'm going to do this video again in other angles. So please be patient. And you're just doing nice, slow movements. So see how I have my fingers underneath her chin now? The thumbs are still inside the mouth, while the fingers are underneath the chin. And you're grasping. Yep, doing circular motions on the inside of the mouth and outside. So now we switch positions, and all we did was take our thumbs out and put our index fingers inside so we can get the sides and the upper mouth area. Oh, yeah. And when it goes in and out, you see how my fingers, how deep it's all the way in there? Oh, yeah. We know that movement. We know what. This is just with fingers this time. But hey, yeah, our jaws get worked. We talk too much. We're doing other curricular activities to clenching our teeth at night, eating crazy foods. Hell, it puts a strain on our gums and our muscles. And this can clear out a lot of sinuses. So if somebody sneezes or has a runny nose, you definitely know this is working on their sinuses, which it should for everybody. So when you start to breathe better or your mouth like, wow, why do I feel like I got a release? I'm like, yeah, you did. So your mouth just had an orgasm, like in a good way, not a bad, in a good way. Because who in the world just comes home and gets a TMJ massage? Hardly anybody, ever. But you have to ask for it. And I know in the facial community, they call it the buccal massage or the Meghan Merkel massage. Man, we've been doing this since massage school. They've been doing it 500,000 years way before me in India, China, Japan, pretty much anywhere in Asia, pretty much, in India. They've been doing it for thousands of years. Nothing's new. Don't let the Kardashians fool you. They ain't doing nothing new at all. So this is a practice that has been done for many generations. Even Native American shit. Back in the day, Native Americans, I think, made medicines just like Indian people have, Asian people. We don't give a credit to the real Americans, basically. Native Americans. Ain't nobody European American at all. They came over here to some weird shit, but they're from Europe. Don't get it twisted. Anglo-Saxon. Yeah, you know who you are. Not talking about all y'all, just talking about the crazy racist motherfuckers. But paying homage where homage is due. Native Americans were here first, so just letting you know. History, message. But anyways, we're using our thumb. Yep, and this time you're going to go inside of the mouth, inside of the gum line. Our gums, just like a little baby, wah, crying and shit. What'd you do to soothe the baby? The baby needs the Tita Baba thing, a titty or a bottle. So you give them the bottle or, if they're hungry, whatever, with the little nipple, and they can bite. They need something to teeth, the teething rings. Same thing for us. We release a lot of stress by pushing in on that inside gum line. It's like, oh shit, this feels amazing. I'm like, yeah, when was the last time you've ever massaged your own mouth? Never. Even your tongue doesn't massage your own mouth. I mean, come on. But if you put your fingers inside your own mouth, you'll start to feel how this feels. Like, wow, okay, I might need to get this procedure. Yep, put that thumb on the outside, both thumbs, and you're moving just back and forth, back and forth. I wish I could have a camera on the inside so you could see that I'm along the gum line to where you're just like the little baby. You're soothing their teeth because their teeth are coming in. That's why they crying, wah, crying and shit. Like, hey, either they hungry or they teething, or they could just be an angry baby at that time and just say, hey, look, I need attention.